Blazers are in. Blazers have always been in, but they have been business people only. Trends! Hey, it's Sam. Welcome back to my channel. Today's style video is about trends that I hope follow us into 2022, why I like them, why I think they'll stay, and trends that I hope do not follow us into 2022. Here we go. Blazers are in. Blazers were always boxy, sometimes they had shoulder pads, but now, because there's so much of a blend of styles where people wear sneakers with dresses or blazers with biker shorts, you can cross all the borders of categories and wear whatever you want in whatever situation you want, mostly. Another trend I like is fanny packs. Why? Because they look good? No, that's not why. They don't really look good. But I do like the idea of carrying a small bag. Other people carry big purses and I have never liked doing that. I don't like to carry anything. And with fanny packs being okay, meaning in style, I can carry less and in a more convenient way. You know how purses hang off one shoulder usually? They're heavy and they make you crooked and they hurt your neck. I have a lot of neck problems, so I'm here for the fanny pack and not for the reasons that everyone else is. A lot of my opinions about clothes have to do with my opinions of them for my whole life. Meaning, I was a very picky child when I was young and choosing clothes, and it gave my mother a hard time because she just wanted me to wear the dang thing and I wouldn't. So, do I like quilted items? Yes, I do. You know, those diagonal crisscross stitching, it's so pretty. And quilted moto jackets are in, and quilted bags. I've always liked them and I will continue to, and I hope you do too in 2022. What else are we into? Thanks for asking. Faux leather. When I was little, this is not something I liked. I thought faux leather looked stupid and cheap, but what I call grandma leather is the leather that is, it shows the crackles. I hate that. It's just like, it looks like it's old. Hence grandma, I guess. Sorry to all the grandmas who are so young, I just didn't know what I was saying when I was 7 years old in the late 90s. Faux leather, I've got the pants, I've got the jacket now. Iconic. The reason why faux leather is going into 2022 is because it's classic. It has never gone out of style, and the faux part is highly in style as we need to have sustainability to save the planet. I'd rather not wear cow skin now that I don't have to. The next trend that we'll be carrying into 2022 is velour/velvet. Velour is fake velvet, and even crushed velvet is fine. I started this trend several years ago. I mean, not really, but this is something that I talk about every once in a while, how I discover something I like and I wear it 3 years ago several times, and now all of a sudden it's cool and I don't get any credit, and you know, that's how the good people do it. So a few years ago I was wearing this crushed velvet maxi dress that I would wear it like a jumper because it's sleeveless and crisscrosses in the back. Putting a long sleeve shirt underneath, it was an adorable winter outfit. But in general, I do think it will stay in 2022, that higher, more obvious velour that is really soft. It's maybe like chenille. The next trend is not an item, but a styling concept. I believe that shorts with tall boots are going to continue. This was not always popular in American culture, but I'm glad that it is. I think it's a really fun look and it's different than what everyone else is possibly doing. Two more styling trends are wearing outerwear or layers as the actual shirt. So you would button up a cardigan and wear it as your shirt. You might even tuck it in. The other one is a vest of any kind. I've seen sweater vests doing this that are huge, like big cable knit ones, and also the sleek vests that are shinier, kind of go with business suits, those being tank tops as well. It's really odd to me how the 90s trends are also being mixed with like 2010 to 2012. What happened there? I totally had one of those punk suit vests and I wore it over t-shirts, but that was 2009. I would like to give honorable mentions to several things, including lugged boots. These are chunky boot heels, but the lugged part is kind of the part that looks like the grip or the teeth. And I just got some Converse with the lugged sole and they are just rocking. This lugged sole trend has only started at the end of 2021, and a lot of the trends that I'm talking about have been around since 2020 through now 2021. And so I think this one hasn't even had its trend time yet, so I definitely think it will continue. Another honorable mention are the overalls. I have not seen them around as much, but they are still being sold in various types of leg, meaning flare, meaning straight, meaning skinny. Either way, I think they're fine and they will stay around. Nobody's calling them uncool or out. Honorable mention to the wonderful matching suits, matching loungewear suits I'm talking about. Solid colors and tie-dye. We love you. Thank you so much for showing us that we can wear quasi pajamas all the time, even in public. Trends that I'm not doing and basically never did. Bucket hats. I sewed a bucket hat in 8th grade. And for the last 2 years, bucket hats have had their day. 2 years of good times. Goodbye. Ironically, I think that chunky sandals are out. Platform sandals like espadrilles or cork or whatever, those are gonna continue. But chunky sandals that are like really ugly dad sandals that people call them for women, no. Chunky boots are staying, chunky sandals get out. There are some current trends that are getting stronger, like Argyle prints and flared jeans. Now, flared jeans used to be the only option besides bootcut until the skinny jean took over the world. Skinny jeans are not really out. They're still totally acceptable, despite what the internet might tell you about your generation. But I think straight leg and boyfriend cut and tapered and skinny are going to stay, and they're more widely used. Flared is almost a little bit extreme now, and that's why I think in 2022 the flare will go away. Argyle is a classic design that has been around for many, many, many years. However, it's not timeless, meaning although it's a classic design and it has a name that people know, they can recognize Argyle, just like you might recognize houndstooth. Argyle goes in and out of fashion as being cool or not. So sometimes Argyle is for like old men who play golf, and sometimes Argyle is for beautiful women who happen to be part of Gen Z. The last trend that I'd like to discuss today is the tennis skirt. Okay, tennis clothes and tennis skirts have been very cool this year, and yet they are not made for playing tennis. And that's what makes me angry. I actually like to play tennis. I have a real tennis skirt and it has pockets up in the shorts of the skirt that hold tennis balls. I also wear this tennis skirt golfing because why not? And then they come out with tennis skirts that are adorable. They look exactly like actual sports performance tennis skirts, but there are no pockets and they don't make any sense. Sometimes they have shorts underneath, sometimes they don't. Can you actually play tennis in them? No. And I get this. I understand. I see where they're coming from, because back in maybe college or the end of high school, people were wearing riding boots. Boots became mainstream for literally everyone, and that started a lot with the riding boots. And I remember people I knew, the few people I knew who rode horses and did equestrian sports, were pissed off. They were like, I don't want to wear riding boots around to school and wherever else I go, because this is what I wear when I ride my horse. It just doesn't make sense to bring this sport equipment into everyday life. But, you know, influences come from all over the place. And so right now, there's this 90s movement that partially has grunge and partially has preppy country club stuff, is bringing in the tennis skirts. So I love tennis skirts, but please put some pockets in them so that they actually do something. And that concludes my trends from 2021 to 2022, predictions, hopes, and dreams. Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, even if I made you laugh just for 1 second. Ciao.